So I just want to share how my day was today and if it was productive, what things have happened. So at first, as I have planned to wake up at strict time of 7 a.m., I did wake up at 7 a.m., which is in this week. I think it's going to be 50% success rate of me waking up at 7 a.m. Usually, uh, because I work late or sleep late at night, I don't get to get up at the 7 a.m. because even if I wake up at that time and my sleep hasn't been fulfilled, my whole day would be unproductive. So that's why, let's say if I slept at 3 a.m., I will not try to wake up at 7. Even if I wake up, I will sleep 1.5 hour more just to get a good sleep so that I can work my entire day properly. So it's a trade-off. I invest 1.5 hour more uh, to get the 12 hours or 14 hours of uh, decent work rather than not being able to do any work. So, but today, because I slept at the right time yesterday, so I woke up at the right time, 7 a.m., and did the morning ritual, which consists of doing a meditation of at least 10 minutes, or if my grandfather comes in, I just stop doing it because right now we just have only one, we just have only two rooms. So it's the kitchen and the hall. So that's why I do a meditation in the hall itself when the grandfather is outside. But as soon as I hear his steps and when he's about to come to the room, I just stop meditating. So that's what happened today. And the second thing, what I do, so there are two things in the morning ritual of mine. First is the meditation, and second is looking at my principles, boundaries, and goals. Goals for the year, principles to for me to follow. I mean, for the lifetime, but it is for the follow on the whole day. Uh, because like I have a bunch of principles, I will make a video on that someday. Principles, boundaries, uh, but I try to focus on few principles and boundaries at a time. So I am so right now what my principle, like the principles I'm focusing on are uh, is that uh, I'm scarcely available for anything other than my prioritized work. I will be available only when I have finished my work of priority. That is my principle, and the boundary is value my own business first, then someone else's, because I am responsible for myself, and others are for themselves. So tell me, if you watch this video, tell me that if I'm looking at the camera the right way. If not, I will try to do that. I will try to work on that. So yeah, that's the principles and that's the boundary. So another boundary is, let me just, I mean, I'm not going to check right now, or maybe I will. So the so that was the one principle, and the second principle is avoid the urge to belittle someone Most people do that by themselves. Avoid the urge to belittle someone. Most people do that by themselves. Third principle is control my anger. And the boundary, which, so I told first boundary. So the second boundary is abstain speaking and behaving in a manner which people might use to lower my value in any encounter, either very familiar or formal. Well, I had this by hearted, but sometimes I need to focus on that so that I can recall that. I just right now I just did other principles and boundary read. So the goals, yeah. So what the goals are for me? So my goals are pretty decent. For this year, I only have three goals. So the first one is mm, creating my persona, which exudes itself. And the best way to create the persona is by following my principles and boundaries. The okay, so the next goal is uh, at least till the end of this year, I should be able to generate 1000 per month in my business, which is web designing, and I'm learning right now. Currently, okay, I'm just going off the topic right now. So, and the third goal is reading at least one book uh, uh, every 2 weeks. So it is one book for every 2 weeks, and right now it is my personal MBA, which I want to read very thoroughly. Yeah, because it has a lot of business jargon, which if I try to read other books, will eventually help me understand those topics better and quicker. That's why I'm giving this my the personal MBA, more time than I have assigned in my goals. So those are the three goals I have, and those are some of the principles and boundaries which I read regularly, so that this that can be in my mind and in my heart. And afterwards, I came to the library. Surprisingly, there was no one in the library, and I just came and sat to uh, resume my advanced WordPress course, uh, which I had completed 18%, uh, which I started yesterday. Like, the reason why I completed 18% in one day is because uh, it was just introductory part and a little bit which I knew priorly, so it was easier for me to watch it like a web series or watch it at the fast pace, and skip some tasks which I had done previously while doing other courses like the beginner's course. And today I finished like I just so it was the homepage today. So the homepage was completely static. Uh, there was the only addition of the motion effects, and yeah, so inside that motion effects, it was the entrance animation, and then yeah, so entrance animation, then it was the motion effect of scrolling motion effect, then it was the positioning, the absolute positioning, which my instructor is he don't know few things about it. It's like if you want to align something on the left, uh, which is on the left, and if you want to align on the left, just in the horizontal and vertical position. Just make that align to the left and align to the bottom or top, and then adjust relative position in the percentage. And if it's in the right, you shouldn't be aligned on the left and then adjust its position towards right. That's false. You should align it to the right and then percentage wise increase, like position it. That's how it should be done, and that's how I do. Even in my course, I usually try to do stuff my way. Like most of the times, the instructor is accurate. I just want to do stuff my way so that I can understand better, and I like to innovate some stuffs, even if it's not in gravity. Yeah, so afterwards, yeah, I mean, I first finished a whole homepage course from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m., I guess. Yeah, and it was like I was feeling a lot sleepy because I was hungry from the morning and nothing was prepared. Like, leave it. So I was feeling sleepy, and so I just finished. Like, I just did. I was not practicing whatever he was saying because I know how to create that. Uh, I know because I have done the previous course, the beginner's course. So, so I went and came back after lunch, and I rewatched that homepage sections section, and I did practice what he had told, so that even if there's something minute problem, I will understand how to. I will get that if there is some minor detail, or I would just get the practice. So that was my thinking behind doing it again, and I did it. So, so today I only just did that. I completed the homepage and made it responsive. So, he also used some illustrations from flat icons or Freepik, and yeah. So, what is after that? Yeah. So that was it, and I completed 31% of the course, from 18 to 31%. So I think that is a progress. But from tomorrow, it is going to be it is going to be learnings of, like, the course will have sections about dynamic parts of the website. So those things I might not finish those things as fast as I finished this 31%. That might require more than 1.5 week, I think. 12 12 days or more, I guess, or more, I mean 15 days, maybe this whole month, who knows. I didn't know. So it is yeah. So afterwards I went and came back. I just relaxed a bit. I strolled. I uh, like I went on a bike ride with my friend for 1 or 2 kilometers. I just like to refresh my mind, either walking in, in the nature, or riding a bike uh, on the road where there are trees on the both sides. it just feels very, very great. And yeah, so I came back. It took time. Mm, so yeah, then I resumed the niche research of niche research of niche research. Yeah, so my website, the niche which I'm trying to target uh, for my website design projects, uh, and I did like so. I'm not going to tell what my niche is, but I will tell you the structure which will help you um, to create any to go into any website, like go into any niche for the website designing. So first try to see all the websites. I mean, many websites, like 10 to 15 websites. uh, See them side by side, and just those websites only. uh, Go through all the sections, uh, pages. Just go through all the pages. It's like about, home, and contact, and then service and portfolio, like that. So go through all the sections, and list all the sections. No, all the pages. Yeah, go through all the pages. List all the pages in the Notion or any note-taking app or Drive. I mean Docs. Note all the pages. See what pages are common. So from all those 10 to 15 websites, there will be many pages that are common. So list them, those common pages, and if there are some unique pages, for let's say in that same niche, there might be some different sub niche, and that might require some different page, some extra page. So list that too, and write in the small typo that it is for this sub niche, and it is used by this persons, for this person. And within each page, now go into those websites and see what the sections are in that particular page, and that uh, list those all sections, um, and see all the common things in that. Okay, if it's about page, go to the about page of all those 12 to 15 websites, and in that about page, see all the sections, common sections and unique sections. And what is that? Embed? No, it is indent. Yeah, indent in the. So if you have wrote that about, uh, the pages in that about, indent, it's like our philosophy, our team, that kind of sections in each page. So there might be some common and there are some unique sections. So list them all, and when you do all that, then see what the content is in those sections and pages is, how the home pages are. See all that. uh, so I did this because I already researched priorly my niche. I was very familiar with that niche. So this is for the websites you do. And so this one thing, this is the one part of the process. Second part of the process is, what is that? Yeah. So you do the whole research on that niche, and how the individuals, mostly it is B2B and providing service. So how that service works, how the people in their work, what are the problems, what are their customers' pain points, what are their own pain points. So this will help you write a targeted copy in the website. or if you're creating landing pages, they will help a lot, really. And yeah, those are two things. I might make a video on those more elaborately. I just I just don't know how to edit. So after that, I'm working on creating my uh, portfolio website. It's still I'm still designing in the Figma. It's been 3 days maybe. Yeah, it is. It's been 3 days. Uh, I'm working on the wireframe still. So half of the wireframe has done. I pasted all the content. It's just part of arrange. I just need to arrange mm, those bits. It's like I'm near the footer, two or more sections, and I'm done. So because I don't have team, and I don't have any customers yet, so I'm not adding any review section. I'm not adding in team member section. I don't want to be a liar. Okay, so after that, I went for dinner and then came back. What I did after that? Yeah, I came back at 9:45 or 44, and I haven't done a Photoshop course, uh, but for 2 days I think. But this is not that, like, Photoshop is not that important for me right now, because I can do decent editing in Figma itself, or I can just copy and paste. Like, I can crop in the or make the background transparent. I can remove background in the Photoshop, so it's not a big. I mean, that's the most important thing. Learn removing background in the Photoshop, and 90% of the work of a web designer is done. And if you learn more, it's even better. You can make very. I have seen some websites that uses images so carefully. I mean, so elegantly. I just love them. Yeah. So after you do that, yeah. So I haven't touched Photoshop today as well, and I started reading um, the personal MBA. So today I learned that yeah, this might be important, useful for you. Josh Kaufman, right? The personal MBA. Read that book. It is great. I've been reading that for very long now. I haven't yet finished. So, but today what I learned is, yeah, about to-do list. Uh, so, so I'm just giving you the gist. So, do only one task at a time. Uh, don't try to multitask. Do only one task at a time. Mono idealization, something like that. Idealism, something like that. So do only one task at a time. Do only most important tasks first. It's like priority wise, and set the timeline or the deadline for it to be finished. Let's say you want to finish all your important stuff within like few hours of the morning. So like at the morning, do most important tasks and set a deadline like 10 a.m. until like 12 a.m. and you'll be amazed by how fast you finish those tasks. Okay, so only one task at a time, and most important tasks first. And there should be a deadline for those most important tasks. There should be deadline for every task. uh, yeah, and you should be very precise of what exactly your goal is or your task is. That will trigger your mind to think about it more precisely and form a mental stimulation or simulation of that task. Like the mind will be so clear of what the end is, so it will create a path of how to go towards it. That's the way. And about to-do list, there is also one thing I want to mention. So not every task is important. Only focus on doing important tasks, and if there are other tasks that can be done in the remaining time, that's even better. And second thing is, try to eliminate tasks that are not important or that can be eliminated. Just eliminate them. Don't be a nice guy. Third thing is, yeah, deferring, deterring. I don't know what that terminology is, but third thing is, prepare uh, like a list that the tasks which are not important right now, but you want to finish them afterwards. Uh, it's like after a few months, or it's like those are not that important, that can be done in the later times, but you don't know when. So uh, make a list of those, like make a separate list of that. There was a fourth point, I don't remember. So I don't remember. So yeah, if you just do these three tasks, and one more thing that which I do personally, uh, I try to minimize my uh, how many tasks I do, and if there is something, the idea pops up in my head, I add that. Whenever I always have mobile with me. I'm trying to not have mobile with me nowadays. So whenever I have mobile with me and something pops into my mind, I just type that in my uh, Google Keep or Google Notes. I don't have iPhone, so Google Notes, and then when I get uh, to my laptop, near, get to my work, get to here in this library. I paste, I uh, I see that Google Keep, and write that work in my today's tasks in Notion. So, and if I want to Notions to do tasks list for today, and if let's say if that Google keeps uh, things or like Google Notes tasks which I wrote, I want to add them in some different folder or some different work. If it's like something I remembered about the idea to implement in the or embed in the my portfolio website, I will add that idea into my database of that portfolio website database. I will add it there. So everything is where it should be, and everything is not always in my mind, and I can't remember everything. So the Notion or the Google Notes, or let's say my phone or my laptop, is just extension of myself. That's how I make it. That's how I do it. Lots of talking. So after I read that my personal MBA, I did, yeah, I did my typing practice routine of 15 minutes, which I start timer and type for 15 minutes. It is 1 minute uh, for each typing test in 10 fast finger. So my speed is right now, I was hitting 4 digits word per minute consistently. And yesterday I hit a record of 49 words per minute. It's like first it was like 42, then 44, then 47, then 49. Like today I hit 49 after so many days of when I hit the 47. So what most important thing about, like, I hit 3 or 4 times 46 today and 47 once. Yeah, 47 once and 48 once and 49 once. So my highest score on the 10 fast finger is 49 word per minute. So what most important thing about typing, increasing typing speed is first, just learn how to, like write without learn touch typing. Just learn how to type without looking at the keyboard, and then be accurate. Even if you are so slow, try to be as accurate as you can get, uh, and then when you get really accurate, then try to speed things up, and you will be amazed. And let's say you have 30 speed, like you have speed of 30 word per minute, and you got to the point of 40 word per minute, and you want to go to 43. So you start to type very fast, and in that you lose your accuracy. So so what you do is just be conscious of where you're hitting the keys. Yeah, like your threshold will never be less than 37 or 38 if you have 40 or 41 speed. So uh, just try not to rush, and try to type carefully, um, and you will be amazed at your speed when you type carefully is same as, or more, even more, when you were typing in the rush to get more speed. I experienced it myself, and it is true. So just focus on typing carefully and not in a rush. It will eventually increase your speed as well as your accuracy. So that's that. And so I wrote my journal. Oh, I just forgot to take my habit tracker, and then that's just it. I will just take my habit tracker, and tomorrow, from Monday 4 March, my next week is starting. So it is 10th week from January. I'm following these routines. There are changes in routines in between, according to how it should, how the changes should be. So that's enough, I guess. Yeah. So see you the next time.